Hello everyone and welcome back to Gacha Victor NIKKE. So, we're going to continue our grind, more or less last minute grind so we can get some more gems before pulling for Dorothy Serendipity and hopefully getting at least a copy of her before her banner disappears. But beforehand, before we head into chapter 20 and see about taking on the our first pretty much major boss of the campaign, being Nihilister. On screen, I went to the lost sectors here and did the most recent one that I had access to, being Sector 12 here. Now, there was a unique gimmick when it came to this map in particular. So how this map started off is that you started off on these two start points here. And initially, you would be restricted to having 7 total NIKKEs between basically 2 teams. So, as you would go throughout this map, there are these switches. Some of them are more or less temporary / weighted switches. So you would have to have a certain number of NIKKEs on each of these platforms to then unlock a respective door. Some of these you would have to more or less keep that number on there for the time being, so you can unlock another route for them with the other group, or you'd have sets like these that are permanent. So once you meet the requirement to press them, then they stay pressed. So you would get to like this point here where you would have basically max of 7, and there were definitely moments where you would have to backtrack to one of these 2 platforms so you could do rearranging and then create these splits between the teams that you needed. Then you would discover this platform where you would need 9. So in order to do that, you would have to have one team eventually go over here after you pressed and activated this switch here with 2 members. Again, the rearrangement of the teams, like I mentioned. Then, after you do so, you can then, after you unlock this door, you have to keep your team of 5 on this switch in order to keep, I believe, this gateway here open, I want to say. But at one point, you then are able to get through here and then to the left, so that way you can then add more members to your team. I believe you are able to bring your team of 5 back through here, so that way you can then take more or less a more filled up team through here, because there is a group of 3 here that you have to fight. Once you get rid of them, then you get to this spot here, which will give you the last two member slots needed. So that way you can actually activate this platform, which then opens up this last section here, so where you can get the last chest. There is definitely backtracking involved with that one, but that was specifically for switching up the number of members on each of the respective teams. As for how strong the enemies are, they're a little over 100,000 for their overall combat power.
This way, Commander.
And also off screen, I went into the command center, got the gems from getting some of the like lost relics / collected soundtracks from the previous map. So I was able to get some gems there, and I also did some advising to get some more gems. But now, and also in the when it comes to the manufacturer towers, after boosting my my team's equipment, I was able to actually finally clear some floors, mainly with missileless. So I was able to clear 3 more missileless floors and got some gems from there. So now we're gonna resume with chapter 20, so that way we can grind for some more gems before we see about pulling for Summer Dorothy before she disappears. And also in the previous chapter, we got introduced to Actually, I forget what their squad name was. I don't think they actually made mention of it, but we essentially got introduced to a fellow commander that's on the surface.
This way, Commander.
And essentially, he and a few others have have residence on a special location on the surface that pretty much is akin to the Ark, but slightly better in terms of the commodities available. And it's known as Eden. And within Eden, we just so happened to come across original Dorothy. So, do a little quick check here, because I want to see if they have a specific squad name. But it's the squad that pretty much consists of 4 members. Well, 4 members of the squad that pretty much goes into combat, being Isabel, Haran, and Noah. And of course, they're being led by their commander, Johan. But these 3, I believe, are, yeah, they're part of the Inherit squad, if I'm correct. Inherit and Inherit. So, is Dorothy by chance the same? Yep. Okay, so Dorothy is technically part of their squad. Even though as far as I'm aware, she's potentially used them as a more as a means to an end in a way. Specifically when it comes to getting revenge on the Ark.
Moving to the designated location.
But we kind of got a rough introduction to Johan and his team. And after getting put through some trials, we were allowed into their more or less HQ, Eden. But now we're on to our next important mission. That's being tracking down and eliminating Nihilister.
Initiating operation.
And also we got introduced to essentially Johan's assistant, Cecil, who's also.
The goal of this operation is to execute the heretic known as Nihilister.
Yep. And according to Dorothy, Cecil is actually the one who created Isabel, Haran, and Noah. Kind of akin to how Eve created Cinderella, Siren, and Hansel and Gretel.
Commencing Elva particle purification sequence to aid with scanning. 53.58%, 28.77%, 1.49%. Purification complete. Using scan data and past engagement experience to track the enemy's current position. The expected coordinates have been sent to both commanders' terminals. She'll be taking to the skies and moving fast, so don't dally.
Wait, this heretic can fly?
That's right. Nihilister's nom de guerre is Fire Dragon. When in flight, she resembles the creature of legend and spouts scorching flames from her mouth.
How on earth are we supposed to catch her then?
With anti-aircraft guns, maybe?
What good will bullets do against a fire-breathing dragon? I'm just a lieutenant. How can you expect me to catch that thing? I'll only end up being extra crispy.
You could at least try not to look so pathetic.
It'll be fine. We've been to hell and back and lived to tell the tale.
Now that I think about it, you could say that my guns have been used in hell itself. Cool.
I'm afraid it won't be so easy this time around.
What a sordid bunch. Are you going to be fine working with them, Commander?
What will you do, Johan? As long as this ends with a heretic on the ground, I don't care. Whether you choose to follow Dorothy's advice is up to you. So long as we achieve our goal.
No. We'll proceed like this is an individual operation.
Perfect! I won't have to do all the heavy lifting for those dimwits. might end up as a shish kebab. What are you going on about? None of you have ever gone up against Nihilister. Once we piss her off, this entire area will become scorched earth in seconds. If you just stand there with your fingers up your ass, don't count on me to come save you, got it?
Yeah, like I would rely on your gremlin ass.
Hey, don't think you're all that in a bag of chips just because you went head-to-head with her a few times.
Exactly.
If we'd had 5 previous encounters, we could fight with our eyes closed.
Are we going to be okay?
You'll be just fine. They may not be the most cordial bunch, but everyone here is the best of the best.
If you say so.
My voice is ready!
Yeah, I'm unaware of everything in terms of the plot line for this particular chapter. The main thing I do know of about this chapter is that Nihilister is the boss of this chapter, due to the fact that I did see a VOD of someone playing this a ways back. But I believe that was also well before I actually started playing NIKKE.
What a truly beautiful story this was. I am most pleased with it.
Also, with most of the current team that I do use, pretty much being like, say, Cinderella, Crown, Siren, and even Rapunzel and Red Hood, I actually boosted pretty much all their equipment to level 5.
Beautiful story this was. I am most pleased with it.
I've not worried about, say, doing the whole overloading system yet for their equipment because
It is not becoming to run.
I mean, true, even though that could actually be helpful in terms of my team's overall power and progression, the thing is, I don't know what exactly would be ideal in terms of the bonus effects that the overload actually provides.
If you want me to get on, we will also emerge victorious, so long as we never give up hope. The bubbles will show...
Encounter.
It is not becoming...
Commander, the disruptive elements have been removed.
But in all honesty, providing the overload transformation for their equipment may not be a bad idea, especially since it would help me progress in the Pilgrim Overspec Tower, but also it would potentially help with the regular Tri-Tower as well. Okay, we got something nearby. Aha! I figured it'd be there. Eden. Huh.
You want me to get on it? Oh, wait, that didn't come out right.
Can we go up this way? Oh, we can.
The bubble
Huh.
will show us the way.
I was kind of expecting there to be a lost relic, but nope,
Go slowly.
not this time.
All right, not there. I knew that. I will turn everything into bubbles. You want me to get on it?
And given how strong my team is, we should be able to handle Nihilister.
Target confirmed. Commencing operation.
Speaking of Rapture bosses, something I neglected to mention, or more or less something I glossed over when I made mention of the dev notes, that also provide information about the quality of life updates dropping in September. One of the updates that's actually coming, I want to say potentially in this upcoming update, I believe, is there's going to be a new feature in the Ark, being the Solar Ray Museum.
What a truly...
I believe it's called, or more or less,
I am most pleased with it.
it's more or less a museum of some sort, but essentially it's a archive mode.
Noah, deploy the shield at the designated point.
But essentially it's going to be an archive mode for previous solar raids that we can actually challenge to get some rewards, including some frames. But if anything, I might look into that when after the update drops. But for now, let's continue.
Roger!
Isabel, go airborne. Wait 10 seconds, then fire off a round.
Yes, Commander.
Haran, are the biochemical charges good to go?
Ready to activate on your command.
Dorothy, now!
As the Raptures are distracted by Dorothy's diversion, they are slowly hemmed in by Noah's shield. At the same time, Haran unleashes her biochemical weapons. Meanwhile, Isabel strikes from above.
Enemy neutralized.
Sure, but at what cost? I've never been one for scorched earth tactics.
Our primary target is Nihilister, not random Raptures. Shouldn't we be trying to conserve our energy? That may be necessary for you, but not for us. If you couldn't tell by this point, let me spell it out for you. There's no place for any of you on this team.
Like we would join forces with you to begin with, you little gremlin.
We don't have any room for any pencil pushers who are going to get their brains splattered on the wall while they stand there soiling their shorts. Have I made myself clear?
Crystal. But if that's how you feel, why'd you bring us on in the first place?
Commander, we have to be rational about this. When we face Nihilister, we will need their help. We should try and cooperate with each other.
No, I won't have it. I don't know how you or Cecil think these clowns figure into this operation. But for me, all they're here for is to fire Vaphaus.
I have no intention of using Vaphaus.
Vaphaus is the entire reason this operation exists. By refusing to use it, you're intentionally sabotaging our operation.
Johann, Nihilister is moving again. If she gets any further, we won't be able to track her. We can settle this later.
Your move, pal.
We could always go home.
Bah.
Johann storms forward.
I'll take that the operation is still on.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, most likely he kind of bends at the knee when it comes to Cecil. Oh. Missless Research Group. Commander, we have a problem. I need to retrieve Volt Jr. Before we proceed with the next study, I have to submit the performance report along with the findings from the previous study. Therefore, I need access to Volt Jr. Volt Jr. was destroyed by a rapture. I know that, but to be perfectly honest, I'm not convinced that's true. Volt Jr. is a major investment. Unless I can provide proof that it was in fact destroyed, I could be suspect of embezzling funds. You won't have to bring in the actual carcass. Photographic evidence of its destruction would suffice. Since, as you say, you personally witnessed Volt Jr.'s demise, you should be able to send a photo as proof. Is there a problem? No, I'll give you your photo. Thank you. I'll be waiting. Yeah, that's gonna be a problem given the fact that Volt Jr. was not destroyed.
Encounter.
It is not becoming to rush. I will go slowly.
A photo of Volt Jr.'s body? Taking a photo up on the surface isn't a problem, but Volt Jr.'s remains may be. Should we track it down and ask for a tooth? Don't do that. Why not? We're familiar with each other by now. Maybe a little consider a favor? It's probably just getting used to its surroundings. We'll only make things worse by going up there. It has to adjust to a life without us. Why? Shouldn't friends help a friend in need? We can't allow Volt Jr. to keep relying on us. I don't want to do that. He made his choice. He wants to live in the wild. we can't evolve ourselves any further. Then what are we going to do? I'm thinking. How about we make our own Volt Jr.? What? So you're saying maybe make a fake Volt Jr.? And then destroy it? No, what I meant was, my tools can make a replica of Volt Jr. and then we can destroy it. Correct. Hey, that's a pretty good idea. Yeah, it'd take more time if we wanted to be up and about, but since we just want it to look convincingly dead, it'll be a cinch. Okay then, Volt, you stand here in front. Marv? Since we're basing our model on you, we'll have to sketch you. Okay, let's get this show on the road. But besides that, can you handle those raptors coming in from over there? I really wish you would tell us this stuff sooner. Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, Senti's timing could definitely use work. Oh, of course it's this one. It's like, this scenario is an easy scenario, especially given how strong my team is. But it doesn't help that things are still slow when it comes to this mode. I mean, yeah, it's only a minute and a half, and that doesn't seem like a terribly long time, get all things considered. But the thing is, it doesn't seem long at first. But when you're doing that that kind of particular scenario where you're stuck with that certain time limit on more or less more or less doing that multiple times, then it definitely does get it adds up in terms of the time. Though, in all honesty, a mode like this is, well, I kind of made this comparison before, but it's pretty much equivalent to the pogo stick minigames in Crash Bash. But of course, like the Crash Bash minigames, it's only a minute and a half. However, there's technically worse minigames with Crash Bash amongst pretty much repetitious variety. That being the pinball minigames. Where essentially you, as your selected character, have to knock metal balls into more or less the other opponent's goals, and after you do so enough times, then you pretty much are the last character standing and you win. But of course, those particular modes can go for much longer than a minute and a half.
I shall suppress them swiftly.
Not to mention, it definitely gets repetitious and more difficult, especially when it comes to trying to get collectibles such as the gems and crystals, and also getting the gold relics and platinum relics in Crash Bash. Though, of course, unlike say Crash 1, 2, and 3, unlike those games, well, with the Insane Trilogy in consideration, with those you have to clear each of the levels in a certain amount of time to get the relics, whereas with Crash Bash, you essentially have to complete a certain challenge to get the relics. Specifically with gold relics, you have to pretty much win the minigames against the hardest AI possible in the minigames twice in a row, and then 3 times in a row for the platinum relics. And for certain levels, that can be just a slog and just more or less utter hell in order to actually get the platinum relics. With probably one of the worst ones being for the pinball minigame stage Endballism, or being embolism.
A tale that's happy and beautiful.
Now, how embolism works as a minigame, or as one of the pinball minigames in particular, is that every now and then, Engine will actually appear in the center. He'll spin like crazy, and then he'll spit out the metal pinballs, but in random directions. So you could easily be at one side of your goal, and then Engine would spit a metal ball past you and into your goal, and you wouldn't have had time to react. So that minigame in particular is utter hell in order to get the Platinum Relic for. And I know this because I've seen it done. I've seen it be done by Cadicrus before, when he did a stream VODs for it during more or less a previous Bandicoot month, more or less stream session. And when he did a video about getting full 200% for Crash Bash, pretty much he made mention of that. In order to get the Platinum Relic for that stage, for that video, it ended up taking pretty much 62 minutes to get the Platinum Relic. So yeah, I think I would easily prefer dealing with a battle scenario like this multiple times versus that easily.
May all of us remain standing.
But of course, it also doesn't help that pretty much the game cheats in a way. But specifically with pretty much like, say, the Crystal and Relic challenges and the gem challenges, like the AI can, or most of the game itself, can effectively cheat. All done. It's the spinning image of Volt Jr. How did you do that so quickly? It's almost too real. I don't think I feel right about destroying it. Why is it breathing? Oh, that was an easy function to add on, so I decided to throw it in. Why would you put in any extra effort into making it more lifelike? Oh boy. Without the slightest hesitation, Leader destroys the fake Volt Jr. Cover this area with some dirt, spread some debris over here, and then... all done. But for us lies a convincing recreation of Volt Jr. having been destroyed by Rapture. Here, take a photo. This isn't real. This isn't real. This isn't real. Relax, it's not actually alive. Nice. That'll fool just about anybody, I think. Send it over to the research department and let's head back. Should we really leave so soon? What do you mean? We haven't gone to see Volt Jr. We've only met once before. It'd be nice to see him, but it's not as if it's a must. Then again, to be honest, I am curious to see how he's adjusting, and it'd be a good idea to make sure he isn't experiencing any mechanical issues. But I can't. He chose the wild, and I can't involve myself. You are adamant. Once you get to my age, self-discipline comes easier. What is that? Could it be on top of a building off in the distance? There are silhouettes of around 10 figures. Amongst them, I can make out Volt Jr. He is flanked on both sides by a pack of wolves. Wolves. What are those? Those are some awfully big dogs. It seems like he found some companions of his own. Let's head back. Sure thing. Gotta admit, I did not figure he would find wolves on the surface. So now I'll claim our prize. I got your photo. Thanks to you, I received permission to begin developing the next Volt Junior. I'm glad. That photo was very impressive. Very convincing. However, I'm not sure if you know this, but Raptors in the area are primarily equipped with beam guns. That would mean there should have been burn marks near the impact points. But that certainly didn't seem to be the case in the photo. It was crushed by a building that toppled after being destroyed by a Rapture. It doesn't matter. Everything worked out in the end. You won't pursue this any further? What do you mean? Nothing. Oh, did I ever tell you why I chose to model these robots after dogs? No. It's for one very simple reason. I like dogs. So with that being said, I think everything worked out quite nicely. It was a pleasure working with you again. Huh. Well, that might be the last we hear of them. Maybe.
It is not becoming to rush. I will go slowly.
Coming. The bubbles will show us the way.
Commander, the disruptive elements have been removed.
You want me to get
Encounter.
You want the story will be rewritten into a tale that's happy and beautiful.
It is not becoming to rush.
See anything along the side here? Nope.
It is not becoming to rush. I will go slowly.
Encounter.
All right,
Not there.
the story will be rewritten into a tale that's happy and beautiful. The bubbles will show us the way.
Everybody get ready.
Moving to the designated.
Securing victory for their subjects is a king's duty.
There we go.
Not becoming to rush.
Encounter.
All right,
Not. We will also emerge victorious, so long as we never. You want me to.
They are humanity.
Moving to the Commander. The disruptive elements have been removed. May we continue our date now?
the bubbles will
Coming.
Uh-huh. There's a lost relic. Right next to this group of cars.
You want me to get on it? Wait, that didn't come out right.
Stop. Nihilister was here.
Did she do this?
Such power. What do you think she was aiming for?
It could be a warning. One meant for us. That would make sense. The way we're tracking her, there's no way she hasn't noticed. If we're going to work together on this operation, I think now is the time to discuss our next course of action.
Cecil,
Yes, I'm listening.
excuse me for a moment.
Johan turns the communication device off.
What are you doing?
You should go back.
What's the meaning of this?
I shouldn't have to explain this to a fellow commander. You lack the conviction necessary to see this mission to completion. We can't have someone like you bringing down the team.
I simply said I wouldn't use Vapos. I never said I wouldn't fight against Nihilister.
Don't be ridiculous. You have the ability to take her down with one shot instantly. Yet you would allow her to continue attacking. Do you realize how much damage she could inflict upon your allies? You're putting the entire operation in jeopardy. Do you really have what it takes to pull off this mission?
How about you?
Visual confirmation on a Rapture. Single unit.
This is why you never turn off your comm link.
As the Rapture charges towards us, its core glistening. Johan lifts his mechanical arm. There's a cacophonous blast, and the Rapture is sent hurling backwards. Yeah, he essentially punched it. Did you just make that Rapture explode?
What was that? This guy is a human, right?
He is, but he enhanced himself with cybernetics.
Are we sure male NIKKEs don't exist?
He's human, I assure you.
Nothing more than a bothersome fly.
Yeah, given the fact, well, based on the hints we've gotten about Johann, he's pretty much probably the closest thing we have to, well, more or less in the NIKKE universe to an android. So he'd pretty much be he would be easily comparable to, say, someone like Android 17 or 18, given the fact that he's pretty much, he was human, but then of course given, I guess, cybernetics if I had to guess. But of course, the rest of him is pretty much still flesh and blood. And he's not exactly, well, he's probably the closest thing to a male NIKKE that we have in the NIKKE universe.
Now, where was I? You don't deserve to be part of this operation.
You're right. It'll be a tougher fight with me around. But if having one difficult fight means that we can spare even one more life, then it's worth a shot. Yeah, you didn't expect that response, did you? I won't allow you to convince me otherwise.
Commander, there's no time for this. We could run into Nihilister at any moment. I recommend that we re-establish communication with our operator immediately.
Fine. You have a resolve that's not so easily bent. But how far are you willing to go? What can you possibly contribute that will turn the tide? I doubt you can even survive on your own without depending on NIKKE's.
I'm a commander. My skills lie in commanding.
Commanding? That's a good answer. Fine. You can talk the talk. But we'll see soon enough if you can walk the walk. If you can't, I'll hand you over to Nihilister myself.
Target confirmed.
Yeah, he may talk big, but it doesn't take much to get under his skin. Not to mention, arguably, my team alone is pretty much consisting of NIKKEs that are arguably more powerful than his entire squad put together.
Be rewritten into a tale that's happy and beautiful.
All right, not there. I knew that.
Moving to the designated location.
Oh, there it is, next to the car. Is there anything over here by chance?
Bubbles will show us the way.
Nope, doesn't seem like it.
It is not becoming to rush.
Securing victory for their subjects is a king's duty.
There we go.
The bubbles will show us the way.
Moving to the designated location.
They are humanity.
Moving to the designated.
We will also emerge victorious, so long as we never give up hope. You want me to get
I will turn.
All right, not securing victory for their subjects is a king's duty.
The bubbles will.
They are humanity.
Moving to the designated. Commander, the disruptive elements have been removed. Maybe continue our date now?
All right, coming. You want me to get on it? Oh, wait, that didn't come out right.
Reppy, what are Master and Johann doing exactly?
Let's just say it's a battle of wits, designed to put the commander to the test. When Johann posits a hypothetical battle scenario, the commander must respond by detailing how he would direct us.
So they've just gone back and forth this entire time? That's it? They've been at it for hours already.
Nihilister is flying low in the sky at 120 meters after firing a wing missile. What do you do?
Have Visible intercept the missile, then revert to FF formation.
Wrong. Isabel could potentially buy time by diverting the missile. She wouldn't be able to shoot it down. After descending 50 meters, Nihilister fires her flamethrower, incinerating Rappy and Noah on the vanguard. Now only 6 NIKKEs remain. What do you do?
Have Dorothy and her niece assume vanguard and change formation to...
Wrong again. You're heading towards an area with increased Elva particle density. Why didn't you pay attention to your connection with the operator? Because of your negligence, you and everyone else have been routed by a group of raptures that were hiding nearby.
Let's start from the beginning.
Brutal. Rappy was the first one to bite the dust.
It is kinda intriguing, though.
What is?
I've never seen the commander so passionate when speaking with someone else. Usually it's just issuing short orders to subordinates or exchanging a few words here and there. But now, this Johann guy is imparting so much knowledge.
Yeah, almost makes it worth being the first one to die. Right, Rappy?
Sure, I suppose.
It's like, really, Neon? Really?
Believe in your king. Victory will be ours.
Drive us all to the light!
Yeah, I don't know, well, I assume we should be able to handle Nihilister just fine, but it's gonna be interesting if we can handle Mother Whale, because I do believe I remember reading somewhere a post kinda, I believe on the NIKKE subreddit, I wanna say, that, I think it was a post or comments that someone actually managed to, well, someone claimed that they were able to actually defeat Mother Whale.
They are humanity's enemy.
And pretty much like just after breaking the 160 wall, I believe.
The king's duty.
So, I have no idea as of yet if my team is going to be
They are humanity's
pretty much on par or more or less overpowering in terms of the recommended. But I imagine we should be strong enough.
Moving to the designated location.
Coming. You want me to get on it? Oh, wait, that didn't come out right.
And when it comes to that raid museum,
91 failures, 6 draws, 3 wins. Pathetic.
just one last time.
Just a moment, Commander. Aren't these results actually fairly impressive? According to your standards, typically no one can ever pass the test at all.
So I'm supposed to find 3 wins out of 100 impressive. Besides, these were all hypothetical scenarios anyway.
I know it's a success rate of only 3%, but those 3 wins all came at the end, and they were consecutive.
Hey, you've got a whole lot of nerve busting Honey's chops like this. Honey's a big deal in the Ark. Even the CEOs of the Big Three and the higher-ups in the central government are fans. They're total fanboys. You've got no right treating someone with a reputation like that so poorly.
That's right! Master works under the direct supervision of the Deputy Chief.
Yeah, a real rising star.
Now you've all gone and done it. The Commander despises anything that has to do with the Ark.
Noah, Isabel, Haran. I need a moment alone.
Johann leaves in a hurry.
Sorry, I was just trying to explain things to them. I guess I just made it worse.
It's not your fault.
That's right. It's no one's fault. I can still salvage this. I'll talk to him.
Dorothy follows Johann. Yeah, Johann seems to have his own kind of axe to grind when it comes to the Ark.
Gaze upon me,
Though,
audience.
if the hints from Haran are anything to go by, it's because they're essentially kind of not really, or they're more or less kind of taking their time in a way when it comes to reclaiming the surface. Those kind of enemies are a bit more resilient than the others.
The story will be rewritten into a tale that's happy and beautiful.
Oh. Depara. Hello. Is it okay if I request something? I was hoping you could locate my mother. If she's gone missing, you should contact the ACPU. That's not quite what happened. If I'm being honest, I think she went up to the surface. Are you sure? Pretty sure, yes. What makes you think up to the surface? How would your mother have managed to get to the surface? Let's go with the first one. Consider it a hunch. A hunch? Yes. Okay then, how do you think she managed to get to the surface? For a while, there's no response. I'm sorry, but I'm not at liberty to discuss that at the moment. Please help me. I know the exact location. You don't even have to engage with her. Just watch her from afar and let me know if she's doing alright. Please. Okay, I'll do it. Thank you. Truly. However, do you usually notify the government about any commissions you take? If they're serious, yes. Oh, I see. Nothing. I know I'm coming off as suspicious, but you're helping me more than you even realize. Well, I already said I'd do it. Thank you. I'll send you a location. Thank you again. Ah, over there. And the EX battle's over there.
The bubbles will show us the way.
Oh, there it is. Now, when I took a look in the lost sectors, I believe the next two sectors will actually unlock, I believe.
Everybody get ready.
I believe after this chapter is done, I want to say.
The disruptive elements have been removed.
It is not the
Encounter.
You want me to
Commander. The disruptive elements have been removed. May we continue our date now?
Matter of fact, let me double check that real quick. I don't know if it was after this chapter or the next chapter.
This way, Commander. There's no need to hesitate.
Go lost sectors. Okay, yep. Both of these will unlock after chapter 20 is done.
This way, Commander. There's no need.
So, whoops. Didn't mean to go back to the Ark after just leaving it. Okay. So yeah, all I have to do is just pretty much take down Nihilister, and then those two sectors will unlock.
All right, not there. I knew that. You want me to get?
Aha!
Wait, that didn't come out right.
I figured there'd be something hidden there.
Moving to the
They are humanity's enemy. You want?
Well, we've gotten half the relics,
That didn't come
so
out
only 7 more to go.
right. Have faith. I will protect my people.
Okay, no boss fight this time.
Down with those who threaten the kingdom. Let's go again.
Aren't you feeling a bit too late?
Down with those who threaten the kingdom. Guide us all to the light.
There we go. A nice, easy 300 gems.
What a truly beautiful story this was. I am most pleased with it. The bubbles will show us the way! Coming. You want me to get on it? Oh, wait, securing victory for their subjects is a king's duty.
Alright, so if I had to get, so that button's gonna open one of these two gates. But the question is, which one?
All right. I will turn everything to the designated. What a truly beautiful story this was. I am most pleased.
I'm more likely gonna have to activate this button to pretty much open both of them.
You want me to get on it? Oh, wait, that didn't come out right.
Yep, so that opens that one. So we have to press the other one, so that way we can just shortcut through here and then go through here.
You want me to get on it? Oh, wait. They are humanity's enemy. All right, not there. I knew that.
Master, you're far too forgiving. You're nice to a fault. Why would you accept such an unusual request without any other information? Even for me, this is a bit strange. Whatever, I'm used to it by now. I can still remember how Rappy used to implore the commander to reconsider with tears in her eyes. But she doesn't even bother trying anymore. I never cried. Yeah, you did. I saw it. You'd have tears streaming down your face because you were so worried about Master. Rappy, is that true? I was worried about you. Whoops, I think we really put her on the spot. Yeah, she looks pretty embarrassed. We're closing on the location sent to us by the client. Everyone focus. I'm picking up some rapture signals. Any other signs of life? No. Things aren't exactly looking up. Huh? This is bad. First, let's get rid of the raptures. Roger.
No one will get hurt.
Also, speaking of the gacha in general, I actually recently watched a couple of videos from Nani-san a little while ago. One of them was his pulls for Sora back when her banner was around, and more or less it was like some of the unluckiest luck when it comes to that banner in particular that I've ever seen from Nani-san's channel, because essentially what happened, he effectively went to the banner pretty much with the same amount of pretty much on par with the same amount of gems that I had when I did my pulls for Eve and Raven, which you should go watch that video, by the way. My luck actually turned out to be pretty good, but that's all I'm going to say. You need to go watch that video. But he essentially went in with, I believe, pretty much 120 pulls worth between vouchers and gems. And I shit you not, he didn't get a single he only got one SSR out of the whole pull video. Just one. And the thing is, that one wasn't even Sora, but it was actually, funny enough, Rappy Red Hood. So that was literally the only SSR he got out of all of his pulls.
Wait, that didn't come out right.
Like, seeing that pretty much unfold in the video, like that pretty much hurt. And to me that essentially hurt, because like I could practically feel Nani-san's potential pain from doing all those pulls, burning through all those gems and those 20 vouchers on Sora's banner, and didn't even get her once. Like, that was rough, to say the least. And then I also recently watched his full videos for Summer, Dorothy, and Elec, respectively, and yeah.
Will be rewritten into a tale that's happy and beautiful.
When it comes to Dorothy's banner, that 1%, it hit hard. In the clearing, there is a small altar, some dishes, cutlery, and In the clearing, there is a small altar, some dishes, cutlery, and decorations. What function these serve is difficult to ascertain. Scattered all about are also... This is horrible. Did no one make it out alive? Uh-oh. Bodies. What on earth happened here? They're all unarmed civilians. No signs of resistance or any attempt to escape. Look at their expressions. Don't they seem strange to you? How so? They all look so calm. As if they all fell asleep. Freaky. I'm not seeing anyone who matches the description the client gave us. Perhaps she was lucky and managed to escape? Or we lived to... Or... were we lied to from the very beginning? What's that? One of the bodies is holding something in its hands. It's a rapture part. How's something that valuable end up here? Really weird. Yeah, way weirder than me being a spy. Commander, I think we may have gotten in over our heads here. I suggest we head back. Agreed. I'll request an on-site follow-up and investigation. Roger. So we may not be done with this one. Thank you for confirming. I had no idea such a terrible thing had occurred. Are you sure my mother wasn't amongst them? Positive. We just finished identifying all the bodies. Very well. For a while there is no response. I assume you reported it? What do you think? We found over 10 civilians up on the surface. So you did. I understand. If there's anything else on your mind, now's the time to tell me. Once again, there's no response for a long time. I'm sorry. I didn't intend to string you along, but if I had told you all the details, I would have been putting my mother in danger. Can you tell me now? Actually, my mother has been obsessed with this pseudo-religious cult calling themselves the Torch of Salvation. They're a group who worship raptures as gods. Really? If the government found out my mother was a member, they'd do more than just throw her in prison. That's why I couldn't give you the full picture initially. I'm very sorry. And could you tell me, will the central government be launching a formal investigation? Most likely. If my mother's caught, they'll throw the book at her, won't they? I'm not sure. I see. I think I'll take it from here. Thank you. Wait. A while later, my message still shows as being unread. All I can do now is wait for the results of the government investigation. So, to be continued? Maybe?
The bubbles will show us the way.
It is not becoming to rush.
There it
Go
is.
slowly.
Volcanic Nest. Scenario version.
I will turn everything.
You want me to get on it? Wait, we will also emerge victorious. So
Moving to the designated.
They are humanity.
the bubbles will. We will also emerge victorious. So long as we never give up hope.
If anything, I might try to do
Everybody.
hard mode stage battles again, but
Moving to the
I'm not sure if my team has gotten strong enough to this point to where I can actually progress. In the last chapter I left off.
Commander, do you really intend to exclude them from the operation?
Absolutely. They're a bunch of pathetic greenhorns. They've got heart, I'll give them that. That doesn't amount to much. I was foolish to believe they could be of any help to us.
How can you say that? They could be the perfect shield.
What?
This is all you have to do. We draw Nihilister to us by releasing a signal. Given how aggressive she has been in the past, this shouldn't be too difficult. Then we send the counters out under the pretext of conducting surveillance, and have them encounter her first. No matter how hard they hit her, she'll just keep recovering. Eventually, they'll realize they have no choice but to use Vapaus if they want to make it out alive. Once that infernal commander no longer has any compunction about using Vapaus, that's when we move in. Not only will we defeat Nihilister, but if the counters manage to survive, they'll consider us their saviors.
So that's it. That's why you brought them along.
Of course. We loan out Vapaus temporarily, and in exchange, force the counters to do all the dirty work. Not a bad plan, if you ask me.
I feel sick.
Yeah. At the fact of pretty much how manipulative Dorothy is.
Why? Something wrong? Is this all reminding you of your time in the Ark? Ah, yes. How could I be so thoughtless? I've made you relive your past trauma.
She did that on purpose, didn't she?
I'm so terribly sorry.
Yeah, I think she did. She did that on purpose.
I wonder if they could see the monster you really are. Would that commander still be so fervent about liberating the NIKKEs?
Most likely. These righteous types, they're all like that.
So, yeah. Dorothy definitely has some, arguably not so lovely intentions.
Commence firing.
Securing victory for their subjects is a king's duty.
And in all honesty, I doubt Dorothy can be trusted all that much anyway.
How'd it go?
I don't think you have anything to worry about.
Let's keep pursuing that heretic. Johann reestablishes communication with the operator.
You call that a moment? Seems you have a rather loose definition of what a moment means. Has being out in the field warped your perception of time? Are you out there moving at light speed without me knowing? If not, then pray tell, what exactly possessed you to go dark for so long? Johann, do you read? Come in.
We do apologize.
Don't tell me Johann lost his ability to speak in the interim.
The commander's language function is perfectly normal.
Wow. Even hard cases like him get chewed out from time to time.
Yeah, not exactly. But of course, given the fact that they had the conversation privately, we don't know the details.
Moving to the designated location.
The bubbles will show us the way.
You want me to get on it?
They are humanity's enemies.
You want me to get on it?
Wait, securing victory for their subjects is a king's duty.
All right.
Coming.
Moving to the designated.
What a truly beautiful story this was. I am most pleased. It is not. Everybody get ready.
Moving to the designated location.
Don't worry. I will protect you.
May all of us remain standing.
Tell me the down with those who threaten the kingdom.
Please guide us all to the light. Yes! Good!
Even when I'm preparing.
Tell me the story of victory!
Securing victory for their subjects is a king's duty.
Master, look at this. The geothermal level is rising.
Ooh, are we close to a hot spring?
I'm afraid it's something a little hotter than that.
Yep, a volcano. What do you mean?
Nihilister. This is her territory.
I'm not picking up any heat signals in the area. But she could be hiding somewhere the scan can't pick up on.
Should I do an aerial survey?
Yes, and also...
Dorothy sent a personal communication to Isabel.
Roger.
Yeah. Her freaking plan. Isabel soars into the air.
Is that Isabel coming back?
Please don't let it be a landslide.
Sorry, but you're both wrong. Nihilister coming in fast. She's airborne.
Where? I don't see anything.
Yeah, that'd be her up there.
The tremors are getting stronger!
Suddenly, one of the clouds in the sky splits in two. From the fissure, what seems to be a meteor comes hurling down, burning its way through the atmosphere. And there she is. The mysterious object crash lands on the surface. Yep. Arguably, someone who could be considered the worst pilgrim character in the game. Even though she's a heretic, she is listed in the pilgrims, and yeah, she's easily considered one of the most, easily considered one of the worst characters in the game, unfortunately. Like, even though she has a freaking badass design, she unfortunately doesn't really have the stats or capabilities to pretty much accommodate for all the aesthetics. So yeah, unfortunately, she's pretty much well, borderline unusable in most circumstances, which honestly sucks, especially one, because of her design. She would be honestly cool to use in battle, but aside from that, there's also the fact that to get her, it takes a ridiculous grind through the liberation system, so that you can actually recruit her into your roster. Then, of course, getting the spare bodies for her and such. So, like, if there was ever a pilgrim character that could use a favorite item, or just more or less a buff in some sense, it would definitely be Nihilister. Like, Nihilister as a character is long overdue for a buff of some kind. Be it either her toolkit / stats, or heck, even a favorite item. That would arguably help out. That can help out greatly. Like, it doesn't have to be broken. Just more or less make her kind of on par with one of the other stronger pilgrims. So that way it doesn't set like a bad precedent when it comes to pilgrims getting buffs. Like, if anything, make her on par with, say, I don't know, maybe Scarlet Black Shadow. That would probably be a good kind of a base point to go off of when it comes to giving her some sort of substantial buff of some kind. Revealing a crimson dragon bathed in flames.
Nihilister, one of the Queen's elite soldiers. An ancient relic that should have been disposed of long ago.
A heretic. Suddenly, I'm overcome with a familiar, paralyzing fear. A fear almost identical to what I experienced before. An inconceivable hatred of humanity. Violence incarnate. Yeah, an inconceivable hatred of humanity. Violence incarnate.
Putrid piles of filth sent from Eden. You dare attempt to provoke me? You're practically asking to be reduced to ashes. Very well. I shall grant you your wish.
Yeah, thumbnail material.
Nihilister's core is gathering strength fast.
Commander, our sensor is picking up some high temperatures.
In other words, if we get too close, we'll melt into puddles, right?
The moment I ran to avoid the slash, Nihilister points her gun directly at me.
What is this?
What? The core is diminishing. But how?
What have we here?
Suddenly, Nihilister is in front of me. Huh.
You should have said something if you were gonna bring me a gift.
Excuse me? As Nihilister drags and lifts me by the collar, her razor-sharp tail points threateningly at my stomach.
Tell me. Do you remember a talking rapture?
Oh! Chatterbox.
Chatterbox, I believe you called him.
Yeah, we turned him to slag. Chatterbox? What does this have to do with me? Chatterbox? What does this have to do with him?
He was one of my favorite underlings. You and these filthy pilgrims conspired together to kill him.
To be fair, he started it.
If you're expecting some hackneyed declaration of revenge, I'm afraid I'll have to disappoint you. Fortunately for you, I'm not one to become overly attached. I'd much rather discuss how we can both benefit from this. Chatterbox mentioned something quite intriguing before he died.
She says that, but I almost get the feeling that Chatterbox may be back. Maybe. I know he does return in terms of Last Kingdom, but afterwards, not sure. As Nihilister presses her tail against my body, I feel an immense pressure, strong enough to crush me.
He said if I caught you and cut you open, I'd find something of great interest to me.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm just a regular human. I have no idea what you're talking about.
A secret is all the more alluring the less you know about it. I've been waiting for you. I wonder, what secrets do you hold inside you? How could Chatterbox have known what I wanted? Why would he take the risk of bringing you to me? So that's what it was. Those fools from Eden brought the black box to me on a silver platter.
Nihilister transforms into a dragon and decimates the entire area. Amidst the confusion, she grabs me and takes flight.
What the? Where's she going with your commander?
Isabel, give chase!
Wait. Not now.
No! We have to get her to release the commander. If she gets any higher, no one would be able to survive a fall like that.
Can you get a good shot from here?
No, the visibility is no good here. If anything, I might end up hitting Master.
What are you standing around for? Just grab on!
Papillon takes a huge leap and grabs onto Nihilister's tail.
Are you crazy? Her tail could be outfitted with some kind of weapon.
Just grab on first. No time for questions.
Anise and Neon grab on onto Nihilister's tail as well. And as soon as Rappy grabs onto Anise's hand, Nihilister soars high into the sky. Definitely did not expect that.
You want me to get on it? Oh, wait, that didn't come out right.
It is not becoming to rush. I will go slowly.
Alright, how many battles left?
It is not becoming to rush.
Let's see, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. At minimum, 10 battles left.
Alright, not there. I knew that. You want me to get on it? Coming.
Moving to the designated location.
We will also emerge victorious, so long as bubbles will show us the way. You want me?
They are humanity's and
Bubbles will.
Commander. The disruptive elements have been removed. Moving.
Everybody get ready.
Moving to the Commander. The disruptive elements have been removed. Maybe continue our.
The bubbles. Everybody get ready.
It is not becoming to rush. I will go slowly.
Yeah, like I mentioned, the quick battle feature is definitely godsend. Sometime later, Nihilister arrives at the base, slamming her tail forcefully into the ground as she transforms back into a NIKKE.
Does anyone see the commander?
I'm here.
Wait right there. I didn't bring you all here for a family reunion. What of it, human? Would you like to hear my offer?
What offer?
It's quite simple. A simple matter of choice. Your life, or those of the NIKKEs. Naturally, I could kill all of you, but where's the fun in that? Besides, you know how fires are. Very hard to control. Picking and choosing who lives or dies, I find it exhausting. So I figured you could make that decision. Of course, you'll die regardless once I slice you open. You'll make a fine sacrifice.
Commander, she's talked long enough. Just give the order and we will engage.
Even if there is no order, we'll fight.
My. What to do? Such camaraderie. It's enough to bring a tear to my eye. I'd love to play with you. But I might lose my precious black box in the process. It seems we've reached something of an impasse. Go forth, my beauties, and feast upon their carcasses.
Visual confirmation on 30. No, 50 raptures and counting.
Another battle? I better get a promotion when this is over.
You bet. Once we get out of here, the first thing we'll do is tell Burningham.
Encounter!
Yeah. Now that I think about it, the way that she can pretty much summon and command raptures is almost kind of akin to, say, like maybe one of the villains from the Kingdom Hearts franchise calling forth upon the Heartless. Or even say one of the organization members calling forth pretty much nobody enemies to fight.
My goodness!
Help me down with those who threaten the kingdom.
Guide us all to the right!
The story will be rewritten into a tale that's happy and beautiful.
Clear. Right? I think we got them all.
It's not over yet. We still have to get the commander.
I'm going in.
I should have known. Sitting on the sidelines just isn't for me. Besides, I'm not even positive the black box is here. At any rate, I'll burn everything so I can have some peace and quiet. Yes, that will be fun, won't it? Let's turn this entire place to ash.
Yep, she's transforming. With an ominous sound, Nihilis's body begins to expand.
Master!
Run towards the counters.
She's getting ready to attack.
Dragon breath incoming! Get behind cover!
Oh, I remember seeing this image before. Just as the dragon opens its mouth, I hurl myself behind a nearby wall. Almost immediately after, yeah, pretty much the silhouette of Nihilister's dragon form. Scorching flames hot enough to melt steel swoosh by me.
I can't believe this! Our cover is melting! We need to figure something out, or we're gonna end up getting one heck of a suntan!
Let's get out of here. Yeah. That description kind of reminds me of, as I was about to say, that description kind of reminds me of, one of the Pokédex entries for Charizard, I believe. With the fact that, the flames of Charizard can get, hot enough to actually melt boulders. Romantist. Are you the commander everyone's talking about? The one who's willing to accept nearly any request? That's me. You don't say. Well, I don't care. Well, gee, thanks. Whether you do or don't, right now, my heart is telling me that you're the one who can make my dreams come true. You better start making sense real quick. I want to go fishing. Seriously. My soul cries out for it. I must experience this in my lifetime. Excuse me? Ah, perhaps you don't know what fishing is? I've heard of it. Impressive, but nevertheless, let me help you fill in the blanks. Fishing is using the fishing rod as a means to realize your dreams. You must help me find a fishing rod, an expensive one. Using a homemade rod in the bathtub is not enough to satisfy me. Are there no fishing rods in the Ark? There are, but the genuine articles are all in museums. I tried to borrow one, but got caught. And ended up doing some jail time. I see. So I'm begging you, let these hands of mine realize their dream of holding a true, genuine fishing rod. I will make it worth your while. Do you need anything? Name it. I will do everything in my power to help you. Just tell me where you need to. Just tell me where you need me to go. Certainly. Ah, cool. So that's right there. Aha. Okay. So we use that to shortcut over here, so we get to the EX battle over here. Cool.
Moving to the designated location. They are humanity.
The bubbles will show us the...
Hopefully the battle scenario is short. But we'll see.
I will protect the commander.
Ah, good. It is a short one.
No, the power of my prayers are declining.
Target eliminated.
Tell me the down with those who threaten the kingdom. Go forth!
You've been staring at this too intently.
Securing victory for their subjects is a king's duty.
I will turn every...
Do you want me to get on it?
Yeah, from what I do know, Nihilister is pretty much one of the major progression walls when it comes to bosses in the campaign. And then I'd say one that's more I guess more infamous / more difficult is going to be Mother Whale, who I believe is actually the boss of the next chapter. So, when we get to Mother Whale, that will definitely be the true test to see if my roster actually has what it takes to take down that giant rapture.
What a truly beautiful story this was. I am most pleased with it.
Like, Mother Whale is big, but when it comes to raptures, I have a feeling that Mother Whale is pretty much nothing compared to Gluttony. If pretty much the information that we have to go off of from the 2.5 anniversary is anything to go off of,
I shall suppress them.
Gluttony may potentially be even bigger as a rapture than even Mother Whale.
I will finish this quickly.
From what I have seen about Mother Whale is effectively a giant rapture that's the equivalent to say, the helicarrier from the Marvel franchise, almost from the Marvel universe, because it's effectively a giant flying rapture that can actually transport smaller raptures inside it, like inside its mouth, kind of akin to say more or less the reverse of being swallowed by Monstro. Is this the place? According to the photo our client gave us, yes. Dang, that was easy. I wish all our requests were this simple. I'd hardly call this client easy to deal with. I guess you're right. That came across even in the next message. Or, that came across even in the text messages. You think so? I thought he and I would get along great. On our path of dream. Sure, whatever you say. Anyway, this guy seems really obsessed with accomplishing something using only his hands. Do you know what that's all about, Commander? I'm not sure. Perhaps it has to do with the feeling you get from catching fish. If catching fish is the ultimate goal, surely there must be more effective options. Like, I don't know, throwing a grenade in the water or something? That kind of reminds me of the more or less a joke that of certain fishermen throwing, say, sticks of dynamite into the water and then having them explode to more or less draw out the fish. That would never work. Or would it? Heck, why not? Let's try it out at some point. It could be fun. Oh god. Yeah, a real blast. Eh? Oh yay, Neon made a funny.
I made a funny!
If we can realize our dreams using firepower, then so can our client. Firepower! Dream team, baby. Let's go back. Alright, let's claim that reward. Oh gee, words can't describe my joy. The moment I held this fishing rod in my hands, the feeling was unlike anything I'd ever experienced. Do you like it? Like it? I love it. Laying there sullenly in my bathtub, I could feel my fishing aspirations waning. But now that yearning has been reignited, I've made up my mind. If this feeling, this electricity coursing through my veins, comes from merely holding a fishing rod, then I will give my life to achieving my dream of going fishing. I shall pour through the archives and locate a suitable fishing hole up on the surface. When that day comes, I will call upon you once again. Okay. You've turned what seemed like an impossible dream into a reality. I cannot thank you enough. For now, I must move on to larger waters. I shall practice in the Ark swimming pool. Oh boy. Okay, now for that EX battle.
I knew that.
Any lost relics over here?
It is not
Nope.
becoming to rush. I will go slowly.
Alright, not there. Coming. You want me to get on it? Wait, that didn't come out right.
Alright, let's see what we got. Ah, harvester. There we go.
The story will be rewritten into a tale that's happy and beautiful.
You want me to get on it? Oh, wait, that didn't come out right.
The bubbles will show us the way.
Coming.
It is not becoming to rush. What a truly beautiful story this was.
Moving to the designated location.
Alright, we got 3 more.
The bubbles will...
Everybody get ready. It is not what a truly beautiful story this was. I am most...
Alright, not there. I knew that.
So the question is, where are they? Looks like there's one right there. And I think one over there. And they might be all near that spot, so we'll find out.
They are humanity's enemy.
Alright, not there. I knew that.
If they're all conveniently in that area, then that's helpful.
Commander, the fire!
Listen up, everyone. From now on, our main priority is to rendezvous with the counters. Get in FF formation. We're going in.
Commander, wait. Is rushing in like this really necessary? Why don't we simply let this play out? Even Nihilister has her limits. She's bound to exhaust herself eventually. That's when we move in.
Haran, what do you think?
Well, it wasn't easy getting to Eden. So I'm willing to do whatever it takes to protect it. Even if it means giving up my life.
Noah.
You're asking me what I think? Of course I respect how Dorothy feels, but... we aren't weaklings like those counters. And I'm tired of just waiting around.
Isabel?
Do you even have to ask? I'll go along with whatever you decide.
So it's settled.
Unbelievable. What's gotten into all of you? Did you all sneak into the Ark and get implanted with Nymph? I brought the counters along so they could take the brunt of the attack. I did it to protect all of you. I don't understand what the problem is. Also, in case everyone forgot, even after we defeat Nihilister, this is all far from over. The Queen has many more subordinates under her command, ones even stronger than Nihilister. To them, Eden is nothing but a pesky thorn in their side. That's why I formulated a strategy where we'll be able to minimize any casualties on our end. So why?
Dorothy, we're usually happy to do whatever you say. But that was because you never once forced us to cross the line.
We've We've always put up with your schemes and subterfuge because we weren't directly involved. But this is different.
Also, their commander is fighting to liberate all NIKKEs. If I'd met someone who thought like that sooner, I would have rather remained in the Ark than come here.
The Ark. The Ark. I'm glad you brought it up. Don't you all despise the Ark? Detest everything about it? Especially you, Commander. You were the most vehement of anyone. After all you've done for that place, what has it ever done to thank you? Fine then. Join up with the commander from the Ark. It won't tarnish Eden's reputation in the slightest.
I used to think like that too. But meeting you made me realize something. What I hated was not the Ark, nor the people in it. It was the abhorrent rhetoric you were spewing earlier today.
You've all gone insane.
No, more like they're pretty much onto your they're pretty much onto you when it comes to your manipulation.
Let's go.
Yes, Commander.
Woohoo!
About time we got a real battle around here.
I will clean up neatly and beautifully.
Please wait a minute. Help me down with those who would threaten to guide us all to the light.
We will also emerge victorious, so long as we never give up hope.
Alright, pardon me a second here.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Okay, decided to do a quick little reset for OBS. So I kind of make mention of this, I believe, in another set of videos that I've done in the past, but more or less after enough time goes by doing one solid recording, then the audio in terms of my vocals, but more or less from listening to my vocals, it kind of gets desynced a little bit. Like it more or less seems like it's very faint, but it's more or less ends up becoming desynced like slightly by like maybe, I don't know, maybe a few milliseconds borderline, but it's enough to where it can be pretty much distracting, and it gets to the point to where like you would hear me like kind of go like a bleh, like trying to correct myself. That's pretty much why. It's arguably because of that kind of desyncing. Rising from Ash. Huh. Kind of a nice beat. No. Don't want for the bus yet. Oh, come on.
You want me to get on it? Everybody get
just kind of inch closer.
It is not becoming to rush.
Aha.
I will go slowly.
Inferno of Nihilist.
The bubbles will show.
I wonder if we're gonna actually find Nihilister's boss track.
I will go slowly.
Speaking of which, there's actually a lost relic still missing. Huh. Okay, so it must be somewhere that I missed.
You want me to get on it? Oh, wait, that didn't come out right.
The question is, where?
Get on it. Oh, wait, that didn't come out right.
Because I'm quite certain I've been checking pretty much all along the areas and the pathways.
A few moments later.
Over here? Aha.
Right, not there. I knew that. If you want me to get on it. Oh, wait, that didn't come out right.
Okay, I know I saw the glow.
All right.
right, not there.
Ow!
I knew that. It is not becoming to rush. I will go slowly.
To be fair, I did not think I could actually go there. To be fair, I did not think that I could actually go to that spot. So,
Moving to the desert.
now that we officially have all the lost relics, we can now head back to where Nihilister is. And hopefully my squad will actually be strong enough to actually take down Nihilister.
It is not becoming to rush. I will go slowly.
We should be.
You want me to get on it?
The team I have right now should be able to handle this fight.
I will turn everything into bubbles.
Yeah, because right now my team's power is definitely stronger than this recommended fight. Thing is, do I have any decent water NIKKEs I could actually bring? I could actually bring helm for this fight. That wouldn't be a bad idea.
What? You expect me to go out in this outfit?
Yeah, this probably wouldn't be a bad idea. What else do I want to try to use with this team?
I will go with you.
Yeah, I say we'll give this a shot.
All right, not there. I knew that.
Helm's healing could actually probably be pretty useful.
Aren't you tired of running like a dog? Come out and face me! I promise to make it quick!
Status report.
Damage 44.33%. Concentrated on the exterior.
Damage 39.92%. Avoided frontal burns, but other areas are heavily affected.
Damage 48.43%. Mostly burns here as well. I set the pain sensor as low as possible, but I still feel like my body is going numb. I'm not sure how much longer I could go.
Should we use the Vapos?
What? No. And defeat the entire purpose of us coming here? What she said. I don't want you to give up because of us, Commander. Besides, you never know. If we hold out just a little longer, maybe Johan and his crew will show up.
Don't count on it.
I know. I'm just hoping against hope.
Thank you, all of you.
So, what's the plan? You and Johan talked for eons about how to potentially defeat Nihilister. Any chance you remember one of those options?
There are some methods that come to mind.
Good. Let's use them all and throw in the kitchen sink for good measure.
Alright. The first major heretic obstacle for the campaign, Nihilister.
I'll do my best. Cheer me on.
Nice. Phase 1. And now phase 2, flight form.
Regroup and let's go again. Tell me to down with those with overpowered attack.
Nice.
Securing victory for their subjects is a king's duty.
Yeah, not gonna lie, we may have came at this a bit overpowered, but better safe than sorry. Either way, big bad dummy dragon mommy is down.
I feel pain. How long has it been since I felt pain like this? How unfortunate that I'll only experience it for a few precious seconds.
She's healing herself again! Any other ideas, Master?
Sorry. I've exhausted all the options.
I hate to say it, but we're caught between a rock and a hard place, honey. Just use that Vop House or whatever it's called.
Yeah, I pointed the gun towards Nihilister.
What do we have here? I presume that's loaded with Vapos.
That's right.
Well, what are you waiting for? Shoot me! I dare you! I'll rejuvenate in no time and grind you all to dust. That puny bullet of yours won't stop me.
I don't want to do this, but I'm out of options.
The paradise that you're imagining, where NIKKEs and humans live in harmony. Is it a place where NIKKEs serve humans unilaterally? You know, because humans can't even defend themselves against raptures.
No. I lower the gun.
You'll throw away your only chance of survival.
I walk towards Nihilister.
You really have lost it. Not that it matters, as long as I can open you up.
I could see a bomb planted near Nihilister's feet. If I could reach it, then I could...
You fool. You'll kill us all.
The walls of the base come crumbling down, and there's a hail of gunfire. As I'm thrown back by the impact, the gun slips from my grasp. Amidst the chaos, someone picks up the weapon.
Consider this a valuable lesson. How can you expect to save someone else when you can't even save yourself?
Nihilister's body begins to convulse violently.
You shot me. You actually did it. You fools! You showed your hand far too soon! You didn't expect me to fall for that, did you?
Nihilister severs the arm where the bullet hit and instantly recovers.
I'll be taking this with me. It may come in handy.
Don't leave just yet. I've got another present for you.
Without any hesitation, Johann fires once again at Nihilister.
What the... What is this? Losing something so important to you must have driven you mad. Why else would you tickle me with that pea shooter? Very well. If you insist on behaving like a fool, then I shall put an end to your misery.
Suddenly, Nihilister freezes.
What's happening? Why am I not healing?
Now, give her all you've got.
Feather electric, maximum firepower.
You didn't know my shield came equipped with a laser beam? Well, now you do.
What just happened?
It's simple. Unchained wasn't the first bullet in the chamber. It was a gamble. And I'm sorry that I lied to you. But the plan worked. Get up. Now that she can't regenerate, it's time we sent her packing.
Johann reaches out his hand. I grabbed his hand and got up.
Something's happening over there. Let's check it out. Our bodies may be a wreck, but our trigger fingers are still functional.
Hit her where it hurts.
Damn you wretched insects!
It's time to wrap this up.
Haran points her sight towards Nihilister.
Wait. I can kill for you. I can still be of use to you. The Queen. I'll kill her myself.
Hold your fire!
What are you doing here?
Sorry that I'm late to the party. Just hear me out.
Sorry, not interested. We've got her where we want her. It's time to end this.
Nihilister, you said you would kill the Queen yourself. How?
I have a plan. One that I've been planning for a long time. Perhaps you've heard of Lilith's body.
Lilith's body?
The Queen's predecessor, and the only thing she neglected to take care of during her time on the surface. If Lilith's body can be found, I will be able to kill the Queen! Please, get the Vaphouse out of me!
Silence. Your loose tongue will be your undoing.
Yeah, and then there's this character, Liberalio, who I'm assuming is a heretic as well, but she is definitely interesting in terms of design. Kind of has a jellyfish motif if the machinery behind her is anything to go by, but I have no idea where she stands in terms of more or less the hierarchy when it comes to the heretics. But yeah, as far as I know, we pretty much only know about her from like this moment in the campaign, I believe. I think she may show up in later chapters, but I'm not entirely certain. All I do know is that she pretty much all of a sudden shows up. A shiver courses through my entire body. A mysterious figure materializes as if emerging from the ocean deep. Without a sound, yet with a presence so oppressive that everyone could sense it. The figure takes the fallen Nihilister and begins to leave.
Commander, should we attack?
No. What you're seeing is just the tip of the iceberg. This is one opponent we don't stand a chance against.
A wise decision. I suggest you lay low and tread softly. The next time you awaken me, this Eden of yours will become your tomb.
And with that, Chapter 20 is done, and Chapter 21 is unlocked. Including the investigation, which I believe is what we can go through to actually obtain Nihilister, I want to say. But as far as I know, she is a heretic, but in terms of what her origin is, I have no idea. I'd say one of the other heretics that may be similar to her in terms of theming would potentially be Leviathan. I'm back. Not only was I unable to kill Nihilister, but I managed to waste the Vapos that we spent so much time hunting down. Nevertheless, I made it back in one piece.
Master, don't be too hard on yourself. We did everything we could.
Neon. Let's give the commander some space.
What a mission.
Just as I assumed. I figured I'd find you here sulking. I know you're not in the mood to talk, so just listen. I went over the communication logs, and something that Nihilister said struck me. She feels there's something inside you that she wants. I can probably guess at it. However, I doubt dissecting you is necessary to ascertain this mystery object. That is our primary concern right now. Are you following me?
What do you want me to do?
Nothing, really. Give me an hour of your time. Consider it a routine health exam. A few injections, drawing blood, taking photos, stuff like that. Why are you hesitating? It's not like you have anything to lose. Trust me, it'll be worth your while.
Fine, let's get this over with. Sometime later.
Of course. It's exactly as I thought. Do you know your blood type?
No.
Was your blood type ever saved in the database?
It was, but...
Pepper, what are you doing? Hurry!
What the?
There's no information here on the commander's blood type.
Yeah.
The blood you have is of great value to us. In this case, we won't record your blood type in the database. You'll be a prime target if word of this gets out.
Not that I know of.
I see. Keeping health examination data secret is no mean feat. Whoever did this cares about you deeply. You must be wondering why I'm asking all these questions. Well, congratulations. You have been blessed with the RHX blood type. Or should I say cursed?
RHX?
That's right.
Of course, the other option is you can't be serious. Of course, that would imply that we would know that blood type to begin with.
Your blood type is exceedingly rare, but that's not what makes it valuable. From it, we can extract and synthesize Vapaus.
And there's the twist. Yeah, we have the special blood type that can be used to create Vapaus. And if I'm correct, Anderson has the same blood type, along with the legendary commander who led the Goddess Squad.
Tell me, what's going through your mind? Are you happy? Not happy? What?
So either I could say I'm happy, genuinely, or honestly, I don't feel much of anything. I'll go with this one.
Well, don't be too swayed by your emotions either way. There will be plenty of time for hysterics down the line. For the time being, try and keep your emotions in check. More importantly, I have to tell you,
the moment I'm done discussing these examination results with me, or the moment I'm done discussing these examination results with me, I'll be destroying them. What?
no one outside this room can know about this. That includes the NIKKEs serving under you. Especially Papillon.
True, because if Papillon finds out, then she will of course rat out that information to Birmingham, and then Birmingham of course will do some shady shit, I'm sure, in order to get access to potentially my blood, or just essentially Vapaus in general.
She's working for a deputy commander from a different faction, is she not? You can never let her know. Not unless you feel like becoming a human lab rat for the good of the people.
Exactly. I mean, we can definitely let Rappy, Anise, and Neon know, but when it comes to Papillon, Okay.
I'm glad we're on the same page.
Yeah, because, given who Papillon was sent by, yeah, I'm not exactly trusting Papillon 100%.
You should get going. Johann had something he wanted to discuss with me, and I don't want to keep him waiting.
Oh, speaking of whom, Johann walked past me and is about to enter Cecil's lab. Wait.
What is it?
Thank you for saving me.
Don't get all sentimental on me. Anyway, what are you going to do now? Go back to the Ark?
I haven't decided yet.
And it might be good to stay here. Your hearts are in it. But with a bit of time, I could turn you into a proper commander.
What?
Don't believe me? Maybe nobody remembers this anymore. But I was once considered something of a rising star by the media. Technically speaking, I outrank you.
You mean back at the Ark?
Yeah. I doubt you'd have any memory of it. You'd be too young to remember.
So you were there when the Ark first came into fruition? I never knew I was talking to a celebrity.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Should I refer to you as Sir Johann from here on out?
Absolutely not. I feel old enough as is. It's probably best if you don't bring this up in front of Cecil.
Whatever you say, Grandpa. Johann walks, or rather, runs into Cecil's office. Guess I'll have to take a rain check for an autograph. It's always kind of amusing to get under his skin every now and then. Oh, we got another cutscene. To the surface. So technically chapter 21 is not unlocked just yet.
I can't believe this. This stupid base is always bragging about its own cutting-edge technology. And I can't even send a basic SMS to the Ark.
Happy on 1:31 p.m. Found out what the commander's after. Happy on 4:34 a.m. Successfully entered Eden. Happy on 7:10 p.m. Made contact with the Heretic's Nihilister and Liberalia.
All I need is for one of these to go through, and it's straight up the corporate ladder for me.
Dorothy?
Who goes there?
It's me, Dorothy.
Yep.
Why are you so surprised?
Who, me? I'm not surprised. It's just... you snuck up on me, that's all. I get that we're only guests here, but that doesn't mean I'm not entitled to my privacy.
My apologies. However, if we were to allow something as blatant as direct communication with the Ark, do you think this base could have existed in peace for as long as it has?
You heard all that? You're not going to kick me out, are you?
I'm considering it, among other things.
Is that right? For example?
Some gentler methods, others with more bite. We can do this the easy way, or the hard way. It's up to you.
I'm warning you. Don't do anything rash. I work for one of the Ark's deputy chiefs. I have a lot of sways there. Seems to me like you don't get along too well with the humans here. Don't you think it'd be wise to have some form of insurance? Like, say, making some connections with the higher-ups in the Ark. There are ways I could make that happen, but lay one finger on me, and the offer's off the table.
All right then. Sounds like it's in my best interest to let you be. However,
I do have some stipulations. From now on, you are not allowed to communicate with the Ark without my permission. I also get to choose what communications are sent to the Ark. How does that sound? Considering your life is on the line, I'd say it's rather reasonable.
Doesn't sound like I have much of a choice. Since I'm a guest and all, I'll have to defer to you.
Good thinking. I hope you enjoy the rest of your time here.
Just my luck. Getting caught by that weirdo.
Meanwhile, somewhere remote on the surface. Meanwhile, somewhere remote up on the surface.
Curse those bloodsuckers! That's it! I won't be able to calm down until I wipe out their entire base!
Be quiet, Nihilister. You already forced me to appear once. Are you trying to disrupt my slumber once again? Compose yourself before I put you to sleep permanently.
You'd really kill me.
Yes. The Queen does not permit internal strife between her vanguards. You've bungled this job badly. This Queen is very disappointed with you. If you intend to regain the trust which you have lost, you must wipe out that place on the surface they call Eden. Should you fail, we'll bury you long before those humans ever have a chance to.
Don't you threaten me! I'll burn you to a crisp before you ever make a move!
That reminds me. Before I arrived, you were running your mouth about something. Remind me what it was again. Something about Lilith, wasn't it? If the Queen were to get wind of this...
Oh, you mean that? I was only bluffing. I was merely buying time so you would finally mosey along, slowpoke. If anything, the Queen would praise me for my ingenuity.
Whatever happens, your actions going forward will determine what you truly meant by those words. The Queen is always watching. Never forget.
The Baraglio falls asleep.
All I care about is burning those cockroaches to the ground.
Yeah, you can try it, but we'll probably just kick your butt again. Giant Whale is the name of this chapter, and the final boss of this chapter is pretty much going to be the next big hurdle in terms of the campaign, Mother Whale. But we're just going to save that for the next time.
All right, not there.
I assume there's a lost relic nearby. Oh, right there.
Will show us the way.
Into the swarm. So yeah, we're pretty much making good progress. But for now, we're pretty much going to call it a session for this video. And when we return, we're going to see about continuing with chapter 21 and see about taking out the pretty much the next progression roadblock, that being Mother Whale. And hopefully my team will actually be strong enough to stand up a chance against that giant rapture. But we won't know for sure until we actually fight said boss. So that's pretty much the plan. We're going to, well, I'm going to take a brief break, and it will be a certain amount of time frame between this video and the next. But when we return in the next video, we're going to see about continue on with chapter 21, and we're going to see about taking on that chapter and potentially taking down Mother Whale. But also, we do have these 2 lost sectors unlocked. So, if anything, I will do those off screen and then get the gems and then maybe talk about how those went pretty much in the next section, in the next video. But one other thing.
This way, Commander. There's no need to hesitate.
Let's see. If I go to Liberation. Oh, okay. So I was wrong. Unfortunately, in order to unlock this section, we actually do have to get one of the 3 NIKKEs from Rehabilitation. So that way we can actually get that. Huh. So, technically, we did unlock access to getting Nihilister through Liberation. Unfortunately, we can't actually begin the process of getting her yet. Because, unfortunately, given that little disclaimer, we're going to have to work on one of these 3, being Guilty, Sin, and Quincy, OG Quincy. And then once we complete one of these 3 here, then we can actually go after Nihilister. Unfortunately, that's definitely going to be a time-consuming process. Arguably longer of a process than, say, unlocking NIKKE's favorite item to pretty much max stats. Speaking of which, how many of the items do I have? 63. Okay. So I need another 47. So that's definitely going to be a bit. That's going to be a bit, but once we get the remaining the remaining repair items, we'll be able to max out Helm's favorite item right then and there. Thus meaning that aside from equipment, she'll pretty much be at max capabilities thanks to the favorite item. And as far as I'm aware, when it comes to favorite item NIKKEs, I want to say that Helm is pretty much at the top when it comes to her capabilities, pretty much followed by arguably Drake, and maybe, yeah, it would probably be Helm at the top, probably followed by Drake and Laplace, and then maybe Tuve probably after that, if I was to kind of rank them in terms of how helpful their respective favorite items are. But as I was saying, we're going to call it here for this session / video, and when we return, we're going to continue our grind for gems prior to pulling for Summer Dorothy by heading to chapter 21, and potentially we're going to try our luck at taking on Mother Whale. So until then, I hope you all have a fantastic day. Take care. And hey, maybe potentially hit the like button down below, and potentially subscribe for more NIKKE and more other videos in the future. And I will see you all next time with some more Gods of Victory NIKKE. Take care.